The friendship factor is a very important aspect in our lives. Many people turn out the way they've done so because of who they choose to spend time with. We've always been warned about picking the wrong friends, but for some reason, we still end up with them. Maybe it's because wrong friends are fun, or maybe it's because we didn't anticipate that they would introduce us to things that could give our lives a turn, or maybe they were all we had. There are lots of reasons as to why people choose who they hang out with. The impact of friendships is one of those few things that can only be seen after a few years, and perhaps when it's too late. As teenagers, our bodies love experimenting things without first giving them thought. Most of the addictions people suffer from are as a result of those experiments. A teenager won't care about the consequences of something. It's important to try your best to surround a teenager you know with the right people. This is because at that age, they may look big but they aren't mature enough to take the consequences of what they experiment seriously. They'll even experiment unbelievable things and most you'll actually never find out. But if that is not paired with the right people around them, they'll become society's worst nightmare. The circle of teenage life is one of the most important circles in our lives. In most cases, it determines the habits we grow up with and in turn who we turn out to become. If we are to talk about the teenager alone, this would turn out to be too long. We shall dig deeper into that with some other video. But know that in life, we are always given the opportunity to surround ourselves with people who can build us. It's actually very easy to know who might be of help to you in future. I've talked about a few of the reasons why we stubbornly fail to surround ourselves with people who can bring out better versions of us. The truth is that like the teenager I've talked about, sometimes it's because we've not yet fully appreciated the potential of good friendships. I'll give a quick eye-opener. Kanye West, who by the way is now a Christian rapper, benefited so much from the friendship he made earlier with Jay-Z. Jay-Z had now gained fame and even owned a record label. Due to the earlier friendship they had built, Jay-Z signed Kanye to his record label and also provided mentorship, helping Kanye establish himself as a prominent figure in hip-hop. This made Kanye rise to fame. In Forbes 2021-2022, Kanye West was even published as the richest rapper in the world. This is one of those few examples that shows the potential of just a friendship. There are so many other examples of people who are what they are because of friends. I'll give you a few more. We can start with the world's wealthiest black woman, Oprah Winfrey, and also other people like Mark Zuckerberg, Steve Jobs, Justin Bieber, Ellen, Rihanna, etc. It's very hard to make it in this digital age without help from people. We should stop the notion that only the connections your relatives can get you determine the limit on how successful you can get. It's very possible to live a life where a person that isn't related to you will treat you as a brother. Even when you're not as close to that person, know that people tend to trust people they've known and associated with when opportunities drop by. Your only job is to be good at what you do and make sure they can always refer to you as an old friend when the opportunity comes. You will always have an advantage over other people, especially if you exhibited things like trust in your earlier relationship. Life will always throw opportunities for you to meet people that have the potential to change your situation in future. Sometimes they can have boring lives and even be antisocial. Just make sure you run a good race with relationships you have with people you meet. Don't carelessly throw people out of your life. It's possible not to talk to a person and still be in good terms with them. You can't know what could become of them. Life can shock you and turn someone into something you never expected in just a blink of an eye. From zero to hero in just a snap. Life actually will do that a lot of times. Live your life in a responsible way and let people know what you're good at. Some of those small things end up opening doors if you can play the game well. And also remember that although it may not be easy to build relationships with the right people due to your own reasons, there's always a prize that comes with sacrifice. Like the teenager we talked about, you may not see its importance now, but you will definitely regret when people you knew found their shortcut in life and they can't remember you. Enjoy your life but also be wise. Yours, Percy.